So, hey guys, it's your boy Kyn Kyan, and we are back with another one. Now, I'm going to be talking about Jerk's new offensive lineup. So the offensive lineup is Merlyn, Blaine, Medea, Crabbie, and Theresa. And the idea behind this team is you got the Death Rock reducing the crit, and then you've got Magic Pen coming from Horror Story. Now, the two heroes mostly affected by this are Theresa and Medea because they are in both groups. Now, alternatives to running the Merlyn could be to run Alma or to run Lilith. Jerk runs the Merlyn purely because Merlyn is given lifesteal, so she's given a bit more heal to the team, and then she's given AP boosting to the team. So that is why Merlyn is in there. And it's very, very interesting. Now, when you see the Beast Souls, you're going to see that Merlyn's got a Unicorn, Blaine and Medea have Nightmare, Crabbie's got the Agrias, and Theresa has the Phoenix. And for me, it's perfect Beast Soul placement. It's absolutely perfect. Because what this team doesn't need, it doesn't need a Theresa with Agrias. Theresa with Agrias would probably be nice, but with lifesteal enabled, Theresa just needs to output damage and she will heal the rest. So let's look at a couple fights. So we're going to see a couple fights that I have with GRK here, and I'm going to explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So in this first fight, now I hate this fact that I'm just going to try to do it really quickly and see if I can do it. No, it only goes to 2 times. So in this fight you're going to see West usually is big critting. So this Merlyn, my Merlyn, would have dropped to this West already. Blaine drops now, which is unfortunate. Merlyn's dropped, but look at this team. Everything's wiped. It happened so quickly. 15-second burst. A 15-second burst team. Magic. With only 2 hitters. And you look at the power, you look at the damage dealt, you can see 805, 480, 129, 57, 8, 44, 60, 73, 199, 594. This team couldn't even output damage. And this is a good team. This is not a bad team. I can show you. Like, I'll run through the list quick and I'll show you. There's wins where GRK is winning with like 120, 130 power swing. This team is winning. Just because what's vital, and I will get into it, is that this team has the build that it has. So healing received, we didn't need to heal, no healing. Tried to heal, but there's no way that you can heal when the team is outputting as much damage as it was, as quickly as it was. And you can see here, we don't even reach the millions for damage. The fight was that quick, it doesn't reach it. Now, against this team, so I switch out Merlyn and I switch in Kaiser. Now the idea behind this is I want Kaiser to push back, just so Crabbie and Theresa can maybe ult in the same place. Here we see that Blaine's living, drops a silence, but we lose Medea. And Medea's web is vital for us. Theresa gets dropped, and probably here you think, oh no, Theresa's dropped. Crabbie says, nope, that's fine. I will start the clear up job. Clears Aurora, clears Coco. Now we're in a 3-on-2 situation. You know what? Kaiser is about to drop. Kaiser says, no, I'll take the taunt. West ults in a bad place. Crabbie says, you know what? I'll get rid of Smoke. Smoke survives. Just because of West's pushback, Kaiser gives West a pushback. By Smoke, by West. Crabbie wins us the fight. Now this is how insane Theresa is. 887, 779. Theresa dropped really early. Look how quick she was outputting damage. 210, 139, 129, that's what we expect. 20, 230, 269, 300, and West. West and Crabbie are pretty relative when it comes to damage. Healing received, we can see we got a lot more healing now. A few more misses. Blaine has very nice healing. Medea has a bit of healing, and Crabbie had the Agrias on. Theresa, nothing. no lifesteal for Theresa. And on the opposite side, we see better healing from smoke and a bit more healing throughout the team. We received over 1 million damage, but we were reducing it, so we were fine. And over here we can see fight lasted a lot longer. We win the fight. Now there's so many key things in this team that's going on. That crit reduction by Blaine is so key. It's keeping your team alive. So Medea and Theresa, they last that little bit longer just because Blaine is taking down the crit of West. And West's crit is huge. Crabbie with the magic pen, increasing magic pen for Medea and Theresa is vital. They can output more. It's especially vital for Theresa, especially with the Phoenix Beast Soul. You know, and it's why I'm in love with this team. And I'm thinking to myself, I have Blaine's skin. I have the soul stones for Blaine. I should be probably just investing in the Blaine because my Alma's built. My Crabbie is basically built. My Medea is built. And if I thought I needed something, maybe I throw in Merlyn for the lifesteal, and I get a team that can output. You know, so this is me using Jerk's account and Jerk's builds and translating them into my account. And I just love this. I just love it. This double silence, the knock up in this team. Let's say this was Merlyn. You know, the pet control, the lifesteal, the stun, the huge damage. The team is wonderful. And this team, it works many ways. So this team can counter physical and it can counter magic. It has that balance. So let's go look at a fight. So we're going to look at a fight with Holder. And I don't want you to judge this team by what you see, because this team looks out of place. And when I first saw it, that's what I thought. It was really out of place. Now we see the fight, we get the clear ups. Theresa's ult in. You know, we got Medea's web down, controlling the team around this zone here. So this Hallie's not doing anything. We've got knock-ups going on. Theresa ult gets rid of Yoon, and you can just see it here. This web was pretty much constant. The silence was pretty much constant. The knock-up is constant. Just look how brutal this knock-up is going through this team. You know, boom, we win. And it makes the fight look really easy. This team makes fights and makes teams look average. Very, very average. Or even poorly built. Just because of what this team is doing. You know, we go to power and we see this time Theresa's not out there because it's what this team is doing. And we're going to see it more in the next fight than we are going to see in this fight. But Theresa's not outputting that much. Crabbie is not outputting that much, but Medea is doing a lot more damage. Even Merlyn is doing a bit of damage, and Blaine is still doing the tiniest bit of damage. Blaine is more there for the control and the crit dropping. Let's just go back in and healing. You see we got a bit more heal going on. This other team doesn't have lifesteal enabled, and you can see the effect of that. With a lifesteal in here, probably Nolan Snow do a bit better. Blaine does a bit better. Yoon, I don't know, but the way this team is built, I like the way this team is built. I like the originality of this team. It's very rare that I would say that about a team that looks this mishmash. There we go, mishmash, which is like jumbled. Because I realize that's just something I'm saying. Here, Medea, crit damage reduction. Not much damage gone on in the back row because it's only here, this Yoon, that really was damaging here. Everyone else, their focus is really my front row. This Halley never got off Nolan Snow. There was only one going off. The other was in control. And Kongming wasn't doing the grab that Kongming wants to do. So there wasn't much damage going on to anyone else. Now, we're going to look at the fight where we lose. Because I switching Monk Sun in thinking, oh, I could just switch Monk Sun in and I can go confinement. Because I saw so much knock-up happening, why don't I just go confinement? Now, I'm thinking this is an easy win. And you're going to see a few things. Medea, no web. There's no web. This Kongming grabbed Medea. So we got no web. Now, we only got bugs out. Blaine goes off. You know, I get a Crabbie and I get a Theresa ult. I'm thinking, yeah, job done. This team doesn't go down. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Because as soon as this Halley is out, she's going to ult on me. There goes Noel. There goes Snow. You know, I get another ult in from Crabbie. I'm thinking, okay, it's okay. Nope. Crabbie goes down. Monk Sun and Blaine. No way. And what this other team is doing is it's changing position constantly. So the reason why that Theresa and that Crabbie weren't outputting in the first fight is simply just because they couldn't output. Now that's really annoying. Sorry guys. I don't even know what this guy's doing. Interrupted my video. Let's just close that. And sorry, really sorry about that. And I'm not even going to stop recording. I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, so what this team is doing is it's jumping around. Yoon is coming into your back row, so he's changing position. So Theresa would want to ult on Yoon, but Yoon can jump away from that ult. You then got Blaine doing a silence, trying to control the team. You got Halley jumping around, so she jumps in, grabs, groups your guys, jumps away. Nolan Snow darting around the screen. Kongming pulling people out of position. It's really, really interesting. So when I looked at that, I said, how would my Kaiser team do? Because my Kaiser team would probably bunch these guys up a lot more. So we get Kaiser over here. He's going to do a bit of dodging. Yoon comes into the back. Theresa's going to get pulled. But I've got Medea's web down. Because now Medea's not getting pulled. So there we go. There's all that silence in. Now we're looking for Blaine's silence to come off. Push here by Kaiser. Blaine silence. Crabbie ult. Into this pack. We get a wipe. Because Theresa also ults. Controlled. Boom. We win the fight. Now that made me think. What happens if you want to run a free-to-play team? You know, this here is still all Death Rock Horror Story. Kaiser's part of Horror Story. And when we look at the power, we can see Theresa done much better. Crabbie 515, 469. But this damage is pretty much how the first fight went. Not much damage. Damage received is what we expect. We expect this huge damage reduction coming through here. Okay. But what happens if we want to run free to play? Who do I take out? So I take out Theresa, and who do I put in? Sorry. I put in Merlyn. So I'm enabling lifesteal. Now I need that lifesteal. So what do? Kongming's going to want to grab someone. Kongming goes after Blaine. Our team breaks it. Crabbie gets a kill. Silence is down. Knock-up goes in. Crabbie is going to ult into this pack here. We love the fact that Yoon moves into this. Push. Wiped. Everybody's gone. Yoon and Kongming versus us. You know, Noel is here. No, it doesn't matter. Another Crabbie ult. Wipe. Yoon surviving a bit more. It's gone. This Kongming is going to fall down. Just won't be able to stand another Crabbie ult.
3 ults, maybe 4 ults in what, 40 seconds is insane. Insane. 1.63 damage. Team doing the same amount of damage. Medea nice. Blaine doing what Blaine does. Kaiser no damage. Merlyn no damage. We don't expect damage from them. We just want the damage coming from these two up here. Healing received. Okay heal. This team nothing. Damage received. What we expect. And what we expect here. Now, Beast Souls. I want to quickly run into Beast Souls. So if we come out of here and we go into here, and we come into here and we come into here, and we're going to use the Beast demo, because we never use this. We're going to see what Beast Souls he's running. Running the Unicorn on Merlyn, which I really like. The Phoenix on Theresa, which I really like. The Agrius on Crabbie, which I definitely like. Then the Nightmare on Medea and Blaine. So I'm going to run through why each one is run. So, Agrius on Crabbie. Increases hero's ability power, max HP and magic lifesteal. That's what we want on Crabbie. We want Crabbie to live. When HP drops below 30%, a shield will protect the hero. If hero dies or shield is broken, nearby heroes will get a similar shield. So if Crabbie goes down first, Theresa gets a shield. If the shield is broken, Theresa gets a shield. That's what it is. Continuously regens one's HP. Crabbie is continuously healing. Periodically attacks all enemy heroes, lowering their attack damage and ability power for a short time. So we have a AD and AP minus here, which is nice. The energy drain here as well is another nice thing. Okay. Now, let's look at the Unicorn on Merlyn. Increases hero's HP and energy boost, which we want. We want Merlyn to ult very quickly. Also strengthens hero's healing and magic lifesteal effect. Merlyn has lifesteal, giving her more. It's not really going to affect us. Now, this second skill periodically gives turbocharged healing, gives the healed ally a damage absorbing shield layer. When damage is taken, the next healing skill's effect will be increased, won't trigger again for a short time. This doesn't work with lifesteal. So we're not really worried about this. It's this one. When near death, regens HP for all teammates, triggers only once per battle, increases armor and magic resist for a certain amount of time for a target of healing, up to 3 targets. So the second part of that we're not worried about. But when near death, regens HP for all teammates. Merlyn goes down pretty easy. So regening HP, more survivability for our team. Now, let's talk about the nightmares that are going on. Increases heroes HP, ability power and energy boost. So for me, I don't really want my Medea to ult. It's why I don't run Nightmare on her. Her ulting is not the key thing I want. I want her to live because I want her web. Jerk wants her ult because it's in the front row and it's an interrupt skill. On Blaine, this energy boost is vital. It gives Blaine such an early ult that the silence happens. So Medea ulting is actually quite good for Jerk. It's a bit more damage and a bit more dropping of heroes. Second skill, increases damage received for targets and negative effects cast by self. So you got the double silence going on. That, you know, that's more damage being received for these targets. You then got Crabbie and Theresa ulting into them. It's huge. It's game over kind of tactics. Negative effect might infect another enemy after terminating. Lowest chance of receiving crit strike for targets of positive effect. So neither of them is given a positive effect, so that doesn't matter. Advanced Nightmare Mark. Puts a mark on random enemy every so often. Attacks on this target will lower the target's AD and AP. Stacks up to 3 times. Attacks on the target will increase AD and AP for the attacker, which we want. So this is very, very nice Beast Soul building. But finally, we'll finish on Theresa's. So increases hero's ability power, crit strike rate, and magic pen. Increases damage of the next attacking skill after a basic attack. Increases crit strike rate and crit strike damage. When HP drops below 30%, Phoenix Flame will be cast, dealing damage to a straight line of enemies, lowers AD, AP and attack speed of enemies hit, raises crit rate next to basic attack / skills of caster. So when you've got this teamed up with Merlyn's lifesteal, if Theresa is about to get dropped and she ults, raises crit rate next to basic attacks or skills of caster. This is when you usually see Theresa's doing this huge amount of damage and doing these huge heals. And that's why he doesn't run Agrius on her, because he runs this Phoenix for pure and utter wipeoutness. Now guys, that's the video. This is Jerk's new team. I've shown you a free version of the team that you could use. You could maybe run Sentex in there if you didn't want to run the Merlyn, get a bit more control out of it. But this is where Jerk is going, and Jerk's team is giving me ideas, which I love. So guys, I'm really sorry about that in the background. But this is like the third time I tried to record this. Something's happened each time I tried to record this. So I'm just going with it. Guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.